what's up, Travis?
How we doing?
Good. I wanted to ask you a question about Pat. In the offseason, obviously, he interjected his voice into the social justice cause, and you were very supportive of that. I'm wondering if you can look back on that from then till now. How do you think that if it all changed, how he's viewed in the city in light of that context and just, by fans and Chiefs fans?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, it's something that's very real. It's something that's still happening to this day, and the social justice issues have to be approached in the correct way. And I think that Kansas City has done an unbelievable job of coming together and really being a family, being a community that supports each other. I know there's a lot of Black Lives murals on the streets all over the town. And I think Mayor Lucas has done an unbelievable job in supporting the community in that regard and making sure that it's very well known that we lock arms and we stand together about these issues.
Thanks, Travis.
Let's go next to Jayla Jones. Go ahead, Jayla.
Hi, Travis. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
So going back to back is difficult, to say the least, especially when you're going against a player as decorated as Tom Brady, and for you specifically going head to head with Gronk. So would you say you felt any type of pressure as we inch closer to Sunday? And if so, what are you and the team doing to stay focused and grounded as you gear up for the big stage a second time?
Well, I mean, when you're going up against a great quarterback like Tom Brady is, and how legendary he's been in games like this, you just have to be able to control what you can control, and that's what we do on the offensive side of the ball. We preach, situational football, taking care of the football, winning the turnover battle. Things like that are things that we can control as an offense. And you know what, going up against a high-powered offense like that, that's the key, is you just got to make sure you're putting up 6 points, more than you're putting up 3. And but at the end of the day, putting points on the board so that, you give yourself a chance in the fourth quarter.
We'll go next to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Travis. You guys have been a really good road team since you've been here. And even the last couple of years, your record has been better on the road than at home. Given that this is like a road game, I wanted to ask you, why have you guys been so good? Is something you can put your finger on? Why you guys have been able to kind of eliminate those distractions that seem to get other teams on the road?
Man, I wish I could put my finger on it. I think the level of focus, determination kind of goes up when you're going into somebody else's house. Just little stuff like that. I do feel like sometimes when we play at home, we can feel more relaxed, more at ease because we're in our environment. But at the same time, man, it's everybody's going to be geared up, fired up, and ready to go for this one. It doesn't matter if it was a home or away game. I think both sides, that is, both teams are going to be locked in, doing everything they can to win the football game.
Let's go next to Karen Kornacki. Go ahead, Karen.
Hey, Travis. Good to see you. Can you hear me okay?
Just barely.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me see if I can turn this up a little bit. No, I can't turn it up anymore. How about if I talk louder? Can you hear me now?
Now I can.
Okay, great. Hey, Travis, you guys had that really cool play at the end of the first quarter in the Super Bowl, 4th and 1, and it was the little shuffle that got the first down before you guys scored. And I remember hearing Patrick say later, oh, he was so excited for that play because you guys had worked on it, and never used it. You reserved it for the Super Bowl. When you guys have a play that is called on the big stage like that, does that get the adrenaline going? Are you guys so excited because you worked on it so much, it's been saved, and the opposing team has never seen it before?
Yeah, I think those plays give you a little bit more excitement. I mean, the fun ones that the defense is gonna, not be ready for. I think the play you're talking about, Pasadena, or no, I forget which one it was. I think it was Rose Bowl Parade. I think that play in general, I think we were all excited to finally get called and ran, just because of how much we had been working on it week in, week out, and had it in the game plan all year, and finally used it on 4th and 1 down on the goal line. I think it's just, getting excited for every single play call that comes in, especially when you're down in the red zone. You got to have that kind of mentality in a game like this because you never know when 3 points, a field goal and a touchdown, the end of a drive, whether you get the field goal or whether you get the touchdown is going to be the deciding factor in the game. So you want to get excited and put up as many touchdowns as you can.
We'll go next to Diana Rossini. Go ahead, Diana.
Hey, Travis, you know your coach. I'm sure you know this, but he's got the best record in the Super Bowl era with 2 weeks to prepare for a game. So you give him more time, and I guess just keep getting better. So, what is he like in terms of preparation for obviously the biggest game of the year?
I think what he does the best of as a leader, as a coach, is he challenges the guys to meet expectation. And the past 2 weeks, we've had the full game plan in for the past 2 weeks, and we've been able to, get after it in practice. The fact that we can trust him, make sure he's very aware it's week 20, week 21, whatever you want to call it. And a lot of guys are banged up, but at the end of the day, we have to get our work in. So it's a little bit of trust between both sides and making sure that he's going to keep us fresh. But I think just going into a bye week before the actual game, Coach Reid does a great job of just challenging us to make sure that we don't miss a day, we don't miss a snap, we don't miss a rep, and sure enough, I think we're as ready as we've ever been this week.
Let's go next to Brad Simcox. Go ahead, Brad.
Hey there, Travis. Greetings from the UK and congratulations on reaching the Super Bowl again. Some of the great touchdown celebrations we've seen from the Chiefs over the years have been a team effort, such as the sack race, Tyreek's pit stop, etc. Have you had a chance during practice to work on a group touchdown celebration? If so, any hints on the theme or what you're planning to do to celebrate touchdowns this Sunday?
I'll tell you what, I think when the league finally let us a couple years ago celebrate together, we had about 10 of them going into every single game, and you saw all of those. I don't know if we're burnt out and we don't have any more creativity, but we're more focused on just getting in the end zone and celebrating with our teammates. Nothing's choreographed or nothing's premeditated. It's all just kind of being in the flow of the game and enjoying it with our brothers.
We'll go next to Harold Kuntz. Go ahead, Harold.
Hey, Travis, and hello from 12 minutes away from Arrowhead. Hope you're doing all right.
Right on.
Yeah. Hey, I just wanted to ask you, I know the words legacy and dynasty have been kind of thrown around all this week. I just wonder what you guys have talked about internally within your conversations with coaches and teammates about just what it would mean to go back to back for you guys and to be one of those few teams in football history to finally achieve that goal for you guys.
Worry about that feeling if we get the opportunity to actually win this game. I think it's right now I'm just focused on the now. I'm not really focused on the history or the future, the past or the future. I think it's really just a mentality of taking advantage of the hour, the minute, and the day, the hour, the rep, whatever we're doing in this building to get ready for Sunday. I think that's the main focus. Nobody's really thinking about the legacy or what it would mean. Everybody's just fired up to get out there on Sunday and do our best.
We'll go next to Sarin Petrov. Go ahead, Sarin.
Travis, last game, you guys had such great success going long to Tyreek Hill. You and he work so well together. You kind of the mid route, him over the top. Is there kind of a sense that do you feel like the game plan shifts for them, that they're not going to want to see the exact same game run back on them, and so maybe this is the game that you're going to find yourself with more of the single coverage that Tyreek found?
I think what Bowles does, the defensive coordinator for the Bucs, I think what he does a great job of is mixing up the coverages, and hats off to the defense, the men that they have over there on the defensive side of the ball for being able to understand the intentions of the play caller, because they do understand the defense, knowing the variety of coverages that Bowles can can dial up. And I think that, going into this game, you just got to be prepared for everything, and build those instincts accordingly. Everything that's on film has been, worked on, and hopefully that we found the answer for everything that they think they have an answer for. So it's just going out there and playing ball.
We'll go next to Joshua Allen.
Hey, Travis, how we doing?
Living the dream.
I bet. So studying the film, what problems does a guy like Devin White present to you in coverage with his size, speed, and athleticism?
I mean, the guy flies around. He's a madman back there, and he's a very smart player. He understands the offensive line, the flow of the offensive line. And on top of that, he knows how to, play the passing windows and in zone coverages. And then he's a great tackler. So what else you want out of a linebacker? I mean, he does it all really well, and it's going to be definitely a big challenge going up against him.
We'll go next to Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Hey, Trav, we know NFL Films is all over the Super Bowl, and you had one of the more touching moments last year when your dad embraced you after and said, you never really got the credit that you deserved. After finishing second in the league in receiving, just how does he feel about that now? What did that mean to you, and what will he be doing for this repeat try?
He'll be in attendance. I know Papa Kelce will be there, living it up, and I'll try and go out there and get him a third Super Bowl, meaning he already has one with myself and my brother from Philly. So we're going to go and try and get him a third one. But I think he's definitely told me how proud he is of me. And that's all that really matters to me. I could care less what everyone else says, whether I'm, the best tight end, the best, whether I'm a tight end, a wide out, one of the best tight ends, or whatever the conversation is. As long as my family, the people that I grew up with, everyone back home in Cleveland Heights, Ohio, as long as all of them are proud of me, what else can I ask for?
We'll go next to Arnie Stapleton.
Hey, Travis, J.C. Treaders wrote a couple of weeks ago that, the COVID-19 season kind of proved that you guys don't really need that 24/7 offseason that you guys have had, for the last so many years. And he was actually advocating just getting rid of the preseason and the OTAs altogether. I'm wondering what you would like to see an offseason look like going forward, given that, some of the younger guys or guys with new teams do need that rhythm and that time together. What would you think would be a good kind of a happy medium going forward?
Well, me personally, I've always been a guy where I need the reps. I'm out there every day at practice, working my tail off. I need all the reps that I can get so I can, be ready for every single look out there on the field. And that includes training camp, that includes OTAs and mini camp. So I'm a big advocate for making sure that guys get those reps. I think without the mentality of me, practicing every single day and really being locked in every single day, without that over the course of my career, I don't know if I'm the same player, just because I learned from every single one of those reps being out there, and I learned from watching other guys run routes and block and do other things in the off season. So I think I think there can be a balance of it all, but I do at the end of the day feel that there's a lot of guys out here that need those reps to become great, and limiting those reps for guys just for the sake of whatever it is, I think isn't very beneficial to the league in general. Now, whether that's cutting back on preseason games or making sure that they're there for the young guys to get film and get those reps, I'm all for it. But I do believe that training camp, the off season, OTAs, getting in this building and working on your craft is something that's needed.